They'll be calling you a radical. So Kevin, Cassandra's son, has done it again. What did I tell you Friday? Get the fuck out. These fuckers, it's gonna fucking get slaughtered on Monday. Look, and I want to explain, this is all my years. I started trading derivatives and futures when I was 14 years old in the cattle futures pits here. When I was a kid, I've been trading these my whole life. You know, like, oh, how come you're not a fucking millionaire? You're so deadly. Well, let's see. I got fucking leukemia. You watch me turn $3,000 into almost $1 million right here on my YouTube site. You know, video proof. Shorted silver in the summer of 2011, $47 in the 1111. Want to watch the video? Watch the video. You know, gold, shorted it to 1900 to the day. Bought Apple in the derivative when it was 280. It's 1200 without dividend and reinvestment. How about Tesla in the summer of 2011? 30 millions of, I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of shares. So, but I got cancer right shortly thereafter that. So I got cancer right after that, and that was the end of that. So I was uninsured. I was uninsured, and I went into the bone marrow transplant on 11/11/11. Not to be confused with 311s, but that was 311s. So it's important I do this. This is the school of, this is the water school business, which is the school of General Electric. This is General Electric. This is the University of General Electric. I taught here. You know, they fucked me, by the way. So let's talk about this scam and how this played out. So this is how this scam played out. So here's exactly what happened. These fucking lazy pieces of shit got caught off guard. Really caught off guard. So I didn't, because they've gotten that lazy and they've gotten that derelict, and you know, the writing was on the wall. What's happening? So they won't even talk to me anymore. They hate me. Fuck them. So I want to do this here. We're the #1 school business in the United States when I taught here. They don't even rank top 500. So they're Chinese slave oligarchy, supply chains from China they develop. Don't even rank in the top 500. It was us, speaking of Trump, it was Wharton. We were 1-2 every year like clockwork, all through the 90s, whatever. When I graduated, I taught here. So let's talk about this, and then I'll talk about Trump's scam with a B, you know, and the fear ponging on. That's what the whole scam on North Korea was, to get that scumbag elected, call special elections, fear, fear, fear. So this is how it worked. This is important. Like I said, you don't believe that I'm Cassandra like on these markets. You ain't been watching my YouTube channel. I like all you idiots still freaking talking about silver, silver, gold. I mean, how long has that trade been dead? It's been laying there at 16 for how fucking long? So this Friday, the report comes out Friday morning, the worst earnings report in their history. Not by semantics, these systemic, hardcore problems. Because why? Nuclear energy. I mean, they are nuclear energy that's coming apart. They've got no more fucking money in the, I mean, they're bleeding. So the earnings report, now, and then we'll get into the fundamentals of this thing and why this stock is so grotesquely overvalued. How about this idiot from Merrill, for he come out this morning and upgrade it? What a stupid fucking, I mean, these people are pathetic. This is the most corrupt trade I've ever seen in my career, and I'll tell you why. So here's how it worked. On Friday morning, they were caught off guard. This thing gapped. It was down over 10 fucking %. Now remember, these are their so-called safe investors. Okay, these are their high level. They have their lower funds and their upper funds. I work for a hedge and so what they do, they buy high dividend yielding freaking stocks that are safe stocks, big fat beasts, you know, where they pay a dividend, because these guys have so much money they don't take a lot of risk, and then they roll the put underneath the derivative to hedge the derivative. That's what I did. It's a very safe strategy. Well, and they buy very safe stocks because they got all the money. They're just protecting it, trying to hedge it against some inflation. That's all they're doing. They're not looking for growth. They don't need it. They got all the money anyway. These are their fat cats. Politicians, billionaires around the world. They own so much G stock, it's unbelievable. These lazy fuckers don't work, and they're like, oh, it gapped in pre-market. There were more fucking orders before the market order opened than any full day in its trading history. I mean, it was going to gap 15-20%, which is a gigantic hit to these people. You know, it's not like they're in a growth fund. So what they do, they have their lesser funds, which is you, the 401k holder. So what they did, this is exactly what they did. They're like, oh, fuck, we're fucked. So, and it's collusion. They all get together and do it. And they talk. And so the lesser funds with your money just pounded in Friday. Now remember, this is the worst earnings report in the company's history. It's not baked in. It caught everybody off guard. This stock should have been out 50% Friday. The stock rallies from down 10% to actually closes a little bit up Friday because they were getting out with your money. So they pile in with the 401k money. It's a dirty, dirty, nasty trick. It's illegal, but who's going to police it? So they just pound it and pound it with your money. And so anybody, and you can't read your fund, because people will. So there'll be litigation, you know, on this, big time. Because these guys filled you on Friday. Why they got out to protect their, that's exactly what happened. It's the dirtiest trade I've never seen anything like it. Let's get to the fundamentals of this piece of shit. So, let's just go right on earnings. We want to get into their pathetic revenues drying up. This is, they'll all say, we're going to unload 20 billion in assets. That's about everything they got. But do not forget this. This is hanging over their head. The U.S.S. REaGAN versus General Electric. It's $5 billion lawsuit. And I will quote the biggest tort attorney in the United States, probably in the world, to me, in San Diego, California, on August 25th, 2014, because I'm protesting there in support. He's there from the group in North Carolina and the group that, the Philip Morris group that took him down at New Orleans. He's like, Kevin, I appreciate all your hard work you've done. This will be the biggest class action suit in world history. It will dwarf Philip Morris. This is hanging over their head 50, but look, they radiated 38 ships, 800,000 military personnel, 1.2, and that's going to be the litigation. They know this, and remember this, Jeff, I'm melting, the core is melting. Do not forget this. He is the cover-up of Fukushima. Abe, him and Trump, or excuse me, him and Obama, Barry Antoinette, thrown out of the country. GE is the orchestrators of the Fukushima cover-up. I mean, this thing is ugly. So the fundamentals. So they're supposed to be, you know, Melty say we're going to get $2 in earnings. They're not going to get $1. Okay, let's be nice to them and say, well, let's give them fucking $1, which they ain't going to get $1. Okay, on a stock like this, on their fundamental forward PE, Apple's got 25 billion in the bank. You know, they're stable with gazillions. They make so much money. Their forward PE is 8. A stock like this, if it was stable and not bleeding like this, maybe 8, 9, 10 at the maximum. That puts the stock at $10 maximum. It's still 22. It's so overpriced. These guys are coming apart. The nuclear industry's coming. They're fucked, I'm telling you. They say, oh, we're going to unload fucking 20 billion in fucking assets. That's all they got. They're selling off assets left and fucking right. They're in panic fucking mode. And Melting's fucking taking his golden shirts. He looted the fucker and he'll run. These are criminal bastards. That trade on Friday was the dirtiest, filthiest, fucking nastiest thing I've ever seen in my whole, you know. And I do a lot of this calls, you know, because I'm not trading these days. Because I'm fighting for my life. I had my chest split open. I got a $150,000 bill. I had open heart surgery May 1st. But a lot of people that support this cause trade the market. And, you know, I want to help them out. You know, and I want to record these criminal bastards because I hate these fuckers. This is the University, this is them. I hate these fuckers. I had the first MBA. I agreed to do all their dirty work for them when Clyde Cooley died, and they fucked me. They fucked me. You know, the art school, they fucked me. You know? When he died, I mean, they're criminal bastards is what they are, generally. I mean, these are the people that built the fucking reactors of Fukushima, Japan. They cheated. They cheated. And if you think, oh, I like all these guys. Now, Trump wants to get rid of the radiation levels. And his dog and pony show with the bee. Why do you think all the fear was North Korea? Please, I mean, first guy in to be, they shake hands. I mean, before I was there at Trump Towers. I was at the White House, took the bus through the night. First guy in for 4 days was Abe, whatever that fuckhead's name is. I mean, let's make a fucking deal. They play this fear porn so hard on it because Japan's afraid of fucking North Korea. You know, they banged it to get a beat. Then be called special election because, look, he is the globalist kingpin. Trump is a good, please allow me. Trump's fucking Obama. Trump's just as bad, maybe worse. He's a scumbag. He's such a fucking liar. He fucking had you. Counterculture's fuck. He's a globalist rat. He's talked terrorist. What a phony. So, they cut a fucking deal. You know, this is all the cover-up of Fukushima. One day, so I want to say this. All you people say, oh, Trump's administration, EPA, says they want to get rid of all regulators as far as the radiation limits and levels. Just get rid of it because it don't hurt you. And Calder, that dude, says it don't hurt you. All these people don't hurt you. Barry Antoinette, they laid... Obama administration raised the limits 4 times. Now hear me out. If it's so fucking not dangerous, then why has the U.S.S. REaGAN sailors, who were only in there for a brief time, up there by it, filed suit for $5 billion? Why are they getting sick and dropping dead? Like crazy. I was in the bone marrow transplant with one of them. He died. Why has John Edwards taken this on? Why is the big tortilla? Why has the appellate court, the court in San Diego says it goes forward? Why is the appellate court in California said yes, it goes forward? If this radiation doesn't harm you and hit you, why is this $5 billion case being allowed? Why is GE fucking running for the fucking thing? Because it does kill you. I mean, you fucking people, what are you, Madame Curie on Balco? Fuck, it's unbelievable. And I called her that, dude. I mean, fuck, talk about karma. Radiation gives you fucking if I'm not walking, talking, living proof of all this, my father, fucking, you want to talk an athlete, incredible specimen. He was drafted. He was drafted. Sentinel-free. I was conceived there, made there. Fucking, his sperm was contaminated. He died of fucking leukemia. I mean, the most healthy person I ever fucking known. Just mowed him down. Then I get it? You know how fucking healthy I was? I was uninsured. So I hope everybody that made a score on this and they'll, got out, at least saved them some money. You know, I've been on this just like I was Chicago Bridge. They report Friday, by the way. They're gonna miss too. I mean, it's criminals. And they're not getting bailed out this time. They'll be heads on fucking sticks. So they took the money and fucking run. This is the dirtiest trade I've ever seen, Friday. And that's exactly what they did. These hedge funds fucking went to their so-called lesser funds, which are the 401k, and these so-called millennium funds, their bigger funds, which are all politicians, Obama, Trump, fucking Hillary, fucking all of them. They got all their money. I mean, I did it for a living. I know whose money they got. They got wealth, all over the thing in those funds, and this is what they own. They own high dividend yielding fucking stocks in those funds because they're easy to hedge. They're so-called safe. G was one of their heavy fucking ones. They caught them all off guard. Not me. I saw the writing on the wall because I'm involved in this nuclear nightmare. I understand that nuclear's done. I understand the fucking, Chicago Bridge, fucking Arriva, fucking all of these fucking rats. They're General Electric. Tentacles go deep. That's the dirtiest trade. And the reason that matters? Oh, I just went down on Monday. So, you know how many people play puts on Friday on that expiration? They got, people that even had, let's say $500, $300 in the put market on Friday's expirations. Those things should have been worth fucking $20,000, $30,000 a piece. That's what they were going to go to because the expiration's down to nothing. It's the delta for percent change over time. Hello. They fucked all those people hard. I'll tell you what, they're going to start eating each other because the wealth is starting to fuck each other now. These crooked bastards. So, Kevin Blanch, one day you'll wake up, Cassandra's son, to the day. I do this to the day now. That ain't even enough. I see for miles and miles. Everybody that made a score or anybody who got out, I help protected, I fight for you, you fight for me. Support me so I can keep this fucking thing going on. And if you say, oh, money doesn't fucking matter, I will tell you this. When I got leukemia, I was uninsured. These hospitals and these doctors treated me like shit. Just because I had they didn't think I had any money. Finally, I went into the honor college. I took my stock portfolio and I fucking never forget it. They ready to gut me, sent me home with the hospital, and I threw it down on the fucking table. I'm like, Vincent, don't you fuck with me. I says, I've got money, look. There's my stock portfolio, it's fucking yours right there. It's almost $1 million. I told fucking LDS, he said the same thing. Well, I got their fucking attention real fast. And so, sad what we're up against. Wipe me out, these fuckers want to kill me. But guess what? Karma's a motherfucker and everybody's going to get their turn. I have some roof for you and I have some for me, but you must wear yours with a difference. I already took mine. I had so much chemo, that's what burned out these scumbags. And then they wouldn't treat me. Sent me out of the hospital early because I ran out of fucking money. Sent me home to he says, fuck you. I'm telling him it's my heart going. I'm Ogden Regional, my heart's going on. I'll go see your fucking dentist. I collapse. I don't know. Well, Connor says, I don't know how the fuck you're alive. Fucking, you saw what I went through. I videoed it all. Split me open. Open heart fucking surgery? Aortic valve replacement? What a journey this has been, huh? You guys think they're just gonna liquidate assets and get out. Never forget this. This has been fucking ruled to go forward. It's going to happen. It's not gonna be 5 billion, it's gonna be at least 50 billion. United States, U.S.S. are 32 ships, Operation Friendship, 800,000 planets. What are the punitive damage for killing the Pacific Ocean? And this thing's ready to go. And they're gonna fucking lose because they cheated. Fucking corrupt bastards. For I see for miles and miles Cassandra's fucking son, Kevin D. Blanch. Stay tuned.